Yes, students, we continue with the explanation of the law of demand. As we discussed earlier, the law of demand can be explained in two ways. One is the demand schedule and second is the demand curve. So first we take a individual demand schedule and individual demand curve. व्यक्तिगत मांग तालिका और व्यक्तिगत मांग वक्र. This is the table, individual demand schedule. Schedule means a table. The individual demand schedule shows different quantities demanded of the product X at different prices of the product X. X वस्तु की विभिन्न कीमतों पर एक कंज्यूमर के द्वारा मांगी जाने वाली विभिन्न मात्राओं को दिखाने वाला जो शेड्यूल है वो इंडिविजुअल डिमांड शेड्यूल कहलाता है. Like when the price is ₹1, the demand is 40 units. When the price rises to 2, the demand falls to 30 units. When the price further rises to 3, the demand falls to 20 units. When the price further rises to 4, the demand further falls. So this is the demand schedule of an individual. ध्यान देंगे कि इस डिमांड शेड्यूल में हम देख रहे हैं that there is a negative relation between the price of the commodity X and the quantity demanded of the commodity X. जैसे जैसे प्राइस बढ़ रहा है डिमांड कम हो रही है. या अदरवाइज देखें, if initially the price is ₹4, quantity demanded is 10 units. When the price falls to 3, demand rises from 10 to 20 and onwards. When the price falls to 1, the demand rises to 40. So किसी भी ढंग से आप इसे देखेंगे, you will find that there is a negative relation between the price of the commodity and the quantity demanded. Now, this individual demand schedule can be explained in the form of individual demand curve. So we can plot this diagram here. Just look at there. This is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. Right? So on y-axis, we have taken the independent variable price, and on the x-axis, we have taken the quantity demanded, that is the dependent variable. Now we plot here when the price is ₹1. When the price is ₹1, the demand का scaling कर लेते हैं पहले. Okay? When the price is ₹1, the demand is 40. So you can highlight this. So you get point A here. When the price increases to 2, the demand is 30. When the price increases, the price बढ़ रहा है, you will see, and the demand is falling. So we get the point B. Price rises from 1 to 2 and demand falls from 40 to 30 units. When price further rises to 3, demand further falls to 20. So like this, you will plot and you get a new point C. Price has increased and demand has fallen. When price rises to ₹4, demand falls to 10. So you get point D. So price rises from 3 to 4 and demand further falls. So by joining these points, you will get a downward sloping curve, and this is called the demand curve. Okay, इसका नाम रख लेते हैं. This is D1. So this is a negatively sloped demand curve. So individual demand schedule and individual demand curve shows negative relation between the quantity demanded and price, and which has been graphically presented here. The negative relation means this curve is negatively sloping from left to the right. As the price is increasing, the demand is falling. By joining these points, point A with B, C and D, you get a negatively sloped curve. ऋणात्मक ढलान का मांग वक्र जो है वो हमें मिल रहा है. So from individual point of view, the law of demand states that there is a negative relation between the quantity demanded and the price. Yes, we continue with the market demand schedule and demand curve. Law of demand को समझने का next way क्या है? That it can be explained in terms of market demand schedule and market demand curve. बाजार मांग तालिका और बाजार मांग वक्र. As we discussed earlier, market demand schedule and market demand curve shows the different quantities demanded at different prices of a commodity by all the consumers in the market. जितने भी मार्केट में 10 कंज्यूमर्स हैं तो 10 कंज्यूमर्स की डिफरेंट प्राइसेस पर जो डिमांड है उसको हम ऐड अप कर लेंगे. अगर 100 है कंज्यूमर्स तो 100 कंज्यूमर्स की डिमांड को हम ऐड अप करते चले जाएंगे. Now to simplify it, we assume that there are only 2 consumers in the market. Just look at this table, at this schedule. Here this is the price of X naught. We have taken 2 consumers only, consumer A and consumer B. Quantity demanded by consumer A is at rupee 1 it is 4, at rupees 2 it is 3, and it continues to fall as the price is rising. Similar is with the consumer B. As the price is rising from 1, 2, 3 and 4, the demand by consumer B is falling from 5, 4, 3 and 2. So individual demand schedules हमने बना ली consumer A की, B की, अब C, D कितने भी consumers show कर सकते हैं, and then we find out the market demand curve. How to find out the market demand curve? It is a lateral summation of the individual demand schedules. जो मार्केट डिमांड हमने निकाली है इंडिविजुअल कंज्यूमर्स की जो डिमांड शेड्यूल्स हैं वो हम ऐड अप कर लेंगे. हाउ? लाइक एट प्राइस 1 द डिमांड बाय कंज्यूमर A is 4 units plus demand by B is 5, then the total comes to 9. At rupees 2 demand by consumer A is 3, by consumer B is 4, so it is 7. At 3 this is 2 plus 3 5, and at rupees 4 this is 1 plus 2 3. So market demand means at price 1 the demand is 9 now, at 2 it is 7, at 3 it is 5, and at 4 it is 3. Again the market demand schedule shows the negative relation between the quantity demanded at different prices by all the consumers in the market. So this is the market demand schedule, and now this can be graphically presented. Now let us draw the market demand curve. In the first diagram we have individual demand curve of consumer A. So it was at price 1 the demand was 4, at 2 it was 3, at 3 it was 2, and 4 it was 1. So you get point A, B, C and D, and by joining these points this is B A लिख देते हैं and this is D A. This is the individual demand schedule of consumer A. Now coming to consumer B. So at price 1 the demand is 5, at 2 it is 4, at 3 it is 3, at 4 it is 2. So this is A, B, C and D. This we have simply to plot the schedule by consumer of consumer B. So by joining these points you get the demand curve of consumer B. Right? Now coming to the third, this is the market demand curve A plus B. So you can look from the schedule, or you can make a lateral summation from curve A plus the B. So at price 1 the demand here is 4 plus the demand here is 5. So 1 per market demand comes to 9. Market demand is 9. This is say A1. Then when the price rises to rupees 2, the demand falls to 3 by consumer A, and the demand of consumer B is 4. So 3 plus 4, now it comes to 7. This is B1. We get point B1. Then at price 3, the demand by consumer A is now 2 units. At 3, the demand by consumer B is 3. So at point 3, the market demand comes to 5. This is C1. When the price rises to rupee 4, the demand by consumer A is 1. The demand by consumer B at rupee 4 is 2. So 1 plus 2, this comes to 3. So this is G1. So you find a this is the market demand curve by joining points A1, B1, C1 and D1. Now look again at the diagram. मार्केट डिमांड का हमने कैसे ड्रॉ किया है? मार्केट डिमांड शेड्यूल को डायरेक्टली प्लॉट कर सकते हैं. मार्केट डिमांड शेड्यूल क्या है? वो भी इंडिविजुअल डिमांड शेड्यूल्स का टोटल है. और फ्रॉम द डायग्राम आल्सो यू कैन ड्रॉ दिस मार्केट डिमांड कर्व. एट प्राइस 1 to begin with, at price 1 the demand is 4 by A and 1 पर भी इसकी 5 है. तो 5 plus 4 9. Right? So at rupees 1 the 4 plus 5 and this comes to 9. Then at rupees 4 if you look, the demand is 1 by A. At 4 demand is 2 by B. So 1 plus 2 it comes to 3. Again the market demand curve is a negatively sloped curve. Left से right की तरफ जा रही है. It means that as the price is rising, the demand is falling. So market demand curve also establishes a negative relation between the price and demand by all the consumers in the market. Now what is the most important point here is making the diagrams correct. You have to take the scale on x-axis and on y-axis very properly. Because we are keeping a gap of 1, so every in the consumer A individual demand schedule 1 का gap है. B पर जब हम आते हैं 1 का है. तो market demand curve, because it's a somewhat bigger diagram, again you will take a 1 gap up to 9 और 10 जितना भी आपका total होगा. So be particular about the scale. Similarly on y-axis you have the equal gap on all the 3 diagrams so that automatically your market demand curve will be a correct curve. So to conclude, law of demand explains the negative relation between quantity demanded and price of the commodity when other things are constant. It can be explained with the help of individual demand schedule and curve and market demand schedule and curve. So what is important to remember that there are certain assumptions when we say other things remaining same. So the income, the wealth, the price of related goods, taste, habits, expectations, they have been assumed to be constant. Thank you.